In the corner of room 9B, two boys shared more than just a wooden desk. They were ninth-grade benchmates, opposites in every way that the school system measured. Ram sat with his back straight, his pens aligned like soldiers. Sid sat with his shoulders hunched, his mind often drifting toward the open window where the green grass of the football pitch hummed with promise. Ram's world was one of logic and certainty. His notebooks were filled with complex equations and perfect scores. Sid's world was a blur of movement and instinct. His margins were decorated with sketches of tactical formations and goalposts. While Ram excelled in the quiet of the library, Sid lived for the roar of the afternoon wind against his face as he sprinted down the wing. During recess, a shadow fell over their shared bench. Rohan, a boy who took pride in being the loudest in the room, grabbed Sid's history paper. He held it up for others to see, mocking the low score circled at the top. "Hey Sid," Rohan sneered, "do they give trophies for being the bottom of the class, or are you just practicing for a career in ball chasing?" Another classmate, Pierce, joined the laughter, leaning against the chalkboard. "Maybe you should spend more time reading and less time sweating on the field, Sid. It's embarrassing to be this bad at basic facts." Sid bit his lip, the familiar sting of doubt clouding his eyes. He started to fold his paper into a small, tight square, wishing he could disappear. Suddenly, the scraping of a chair silenced the room. Ram stood up, stepping directly between Sid and Rohan. He didn't raise his voice, but his steady gaze made Rohan stop laughing. Ram reached out and took the paper back from Rohan's hand. "You see a failing grade, Rohan," Ram said firmly, "but that's only because you aren't looking at the right things." Ram turned to the rest of the class, then placed a supportive hand on Sid's shoulder. "Sid sees angles on a pitch that we can't even calculate in geometry class," Ram announced. "He has a discipline that starts at 5 a.m. every single morning while the rest of us are sleeping. That is a different kind of genius, and it's one you clearly don't understand." After the others drifted away, the classroom grew quiet. Sid looked at his benchmate, his voice barely a whisper. "I didn't think anyone noticed the work I put in outside of this room," Sid said. Ram smiled and began packing his bag. "The whole world is going to notice you one day, Sid. You just have to believe in yourself as much as I believe in you." The years tumbled by, and the wooden desk in room 9B became a distant memory. Sid took Ram's words to heart, carrying them like a shield. Through every grueling practice, every injury, and every moment of exhaustion, he remembered the boy who had seen his talent when it was still just a dream. He practiced until his movements were like poetry on the grass. A decade later, the stadium lights flickered to life, turning night into day. The roar of thousands of fans filled the air as the national team took the field. Among them was Sid, his jersey bearing the crest of his country. He moved with a grace that defied calculation, a whirlwind of speed and precision that left the defenders in his wake. He wasn't just a student who struggled anymore. He was a master. After the match, a man in a sharp suit waited in the tunnel. It was Ram, now a successful architect. When their eyes met, the years vanished. "I told you they'd notice," Ram laughed as they embraced. Sid gripped his old friend's shoulder. "They noticed because you saw it first, Ram. My belief started at that old wooden bench."